Heaven have called your name. Heaven has called your name, chosen one. This moment isn't a coincidence, it's divine timing. You've walked through a season of waiting, questioning, and pressing through. But something in the spirit is shifting. God is moving. And this time, it's your name being called, not just for recognition, but for purpose. Not just for elevation, but for execution. You didn't miss your moment. Every delay was preparation. Every challenge was shaping your character for what's next. Now, the assignment fits. The door is opening, and the time is now. This message is your confirmation. If your spirit feels it, that's because you're aligned and awakened. You're ready to rise, to walk in boldness, to step fully into what God has already ordained for you. Not everyone will understand this. Not everyone will finish the journey. But those who stay faithful will receive clarity, courage, and divine instruction. You've been chosen. You've been called. Now it's your turn. Chapter 1. The silence was sacred, not rejection. That season of silence wasn't a sign that God forgot you. It was a signal that He was reserving you. While it felt like others were being chosen, promoted, and celebrated, you were being set apart, not set aside. God didn't overlook you. He was overseeing your preparation. You weren't being rejected. You were being refined. The silence wasn't empty. It was full of purpose. In hidden places, God was molding your character, healing your heart, sharpening your vision, and strengthening your foundation. What looked like delay was actually divine design. Some doors didn't open because the room couldn't honor what you carry. Some people walked away because your spirit held a weight their intentions couldn't handle. God wasn't keeping you from opportunities. He was keeping you from being mishandled. Like a VIP guest, you weren't rushed. You were held back with care, watched over with intention. And now, God says, it's time. He wasn't just waiting for circumstances to align. He was waiting for your spirit to be ready. Now you're not just stepping into another chapter. You're stepping into the moment that every trial, every tear, every delay was preparing you for. The silence was sacred. The wait was holy. The preparation was divine. Heaven has called your name. It's your turn. Chapter 2. You are called for purpose, not applause. Chosen one, when heaven calls your number, it's never about popularity. It's always about purpose. God didn't choose you because you were trending. He chose you because you're trustworthy. This moment isn't about gaining attention. It's about walking in assignment. You weren't created to chase applause, validation, or visibility. You were built to carry weight, spiritual weight. Your calling isn't about being seen. It's about being sent. God doesn't call people to impress the world. He calls them to impact it. And if your number has been called in this season, it's because there is a need in the earth that your obedience is uniquely designed to meet. Heaven waited, not for you to be liked, but for you to be ready. Ready in character, steady in heart, and mature enough to carry what doesn't feed ego, but fulfills destiny. Your calling isn't for show, it's for service. What you carry isn't for likes, it's for lives. You've been chosen to bring light into darkness, to carry truth where deception has ruled, to bring healing where there's been pain. Yes, it will stretch you. Yes, it will feel bigger than you. But that's because it is. And yet, you've been equipped to carry it. Don't let fear or unworthiness talk you out of what God has confirmed. You've been prepared in the quiet, refined in the fire, and trusted with this exact moment. This isn't about going viral, it's about becoming vital. The world doesn't need more noise, It needs your voice, your heart, your anointing. You weren't delayed, you were developed. Now the call has come, not to elevate you, but to move heaven's agenda forward through you. The call wasn't for attention, it was for action. And you, chosen one, have been called to answer. Chapter 3. You pass the test in secret. Chosen one, while the world overlooked your journey, God never did. In moments when it seemed like nothing was happening, you were being refined in the fire. What looked like stillness was actually a spiritual battle only God could see. And you passed every test. These weren't tests for applause or recognition, but soul-deep trials of your heart and spirit. You chose love when betrayed, faith when abandoned, forgiveness when offended, and humility when pride whispered. You honored those who didn't honor you and prayed for those who opposed you. You stayed obedient even when rebellion seemed easier. God watched it all, not to catch you failing, but to mark you for promotion. Your quiet faithfulness built trust with heaven, not with people. No one saw how you served while hurting. No one noticed your strength when your own heart was breaking. But God saw every moment. This season is shifting because your faithfulness in private has proven you worthy. Heaven says, I saw you. I trusted you. Now I'm rewarding you. Walk forward boldly. You don't need to explain your journey or defend your favor. You passed the test, and God has graded your life with a resounding, well done. Chapter 4. The weight of waiting built your wisdom. Chosen one, the season of waiting wasn't easy. It tested every part of you, your faith, your patience, and your very identity. It stretched you beyond what you thought possible, and often left you wondering if God had forgotten you. But here's the truth. The weight you carried was never meant to crush you. It was meant to cultivate you. Every delay, every closed door had a divine purpose. While others rushed ahead chasing applause, God was anchoring you deeper, rooting you in His presence and preparing you for something greater. You learned to pray when nothing seemed to change, worship without a stage, and trust God's voice even in the silence. You weren't just gaining patience, you were developing posture, the kind that bends but never breaks. You weren't waiting for a moment. You were being prepared for a mantle. If the blessing had come too soon, it would have overwhelmed you. But now you're seasoned, refined, and ready. You move with discernment, not desperation. You're equipped with wisdom, the kind that guides your steps, silences distraction, and honors God's timing. This wisdom is your strength and your weapon. Now, as new doors open and new opportunities come, you won't be swayed by noise or haste. You'll walk in clarity, ready to carry the assignment God has prepared just for you. The weight of waiting built your wisdom, and now that wisdom will lead you into your destiny. Chapter 5. When heaven calls, the earth must respond. Chosen one, can you feel it? That deep, unshakable stirring in your spirit. The sign that something powerful is shifting, even if the change isn't yet visible. This is no accident, no anxiety, and not wishful thinking. It's the sound of heaven releasing your name into the spiritual realm, setting in motion a divine chain reaction that the earth cannot ignore. When heaven calls your number, everything shifts. Doors that were once closed begin to open. Conversations start behind the scenes in places you never imagined. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach now come to you with ease, not because you pushed or forced them, but because God's perfect timing is at work. This calling is not casual. It carries authority. No human gatekeeper, system, or circumstance can stand against what heaven has decreed. Your favor is no longer withheld, your name no longer overlooked. What felt delayed was simply waiting for God's perfect moment to release you. You're not being called to perform or impress. You're being summoned to step into divine alignment. This is victory over every doubt, fear, and rejection that tried to hold you back. The next season won't be fueled by hustle, but sustained by heaven's power. Expect the impossible to become possible. Expect doors to open without knocking. Expect people to reach out with words like, "I felt led to connect," or "Your name came up." These aren't coincidences. They are confirmations that your divine appointment has arrived. You've waited, you've trusted, and now you are walking into what was always meant for you, not by demand, but by God's perfect decree. Chosen one, the call has been made. Heaven has spoken. Now earth is responding. Your time has come. It's your turn. Chapter 6. This turn demands courage, not comfort. Chosen one, your moment has arrived. But don't confuse this with a time of ease or comfort. This is not a soft promotion or a gentle step into the spotlight. It's a powerful call to deeper surrender and greater faith. God is activating you for something bigger, and this requires more of you, not less. The higher the calling, the greater the cost. You're not just being lifted up, you're being drawn deeper. To carry this new mantle, you must release the old ways, the fears, excuses, and mindsets that no longer fit the destiny ahead. The version of you that carried yesterday's burdens won't be able to carry today's calling. Courage doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means you won't let fear control your steps. You will face resistance, spiritually, emotionally, and sometimes even from those closest to you. Some won't understand your obedience or celebrate your faithfulness, and that's okay. They didn't hear the whisper from heaven, the sacred confirmation of your assignment. This season is about moving like you already know victory is yours. Speak with confidence. Walk with authority. Trust the doors will open, even if you don't see them yet. You don't need full clarity, only full trust. This is a time of alignment, not always answers. You may feel tempted to hesitate, to play it safe, or to wait for perfect conditions. But God is saying, move now, obey now, step forward now. Hesitation could cost you what God is ready to release. Remember, God's peace is not always comfortable. It can feel like a holy pressure, a divine push urging you onward. This is courage rising in your heart, calling you out of the waiting room and onto the stage. You didn't endure the storms just to stay stuck. You didn't come through the fire to hide in the ashes. You were prepared in the quiet, strengthened in the shadows, and now you are ready. So step forward. Even if your voice shakes, even if your knees tremble, even if the way seems unknown, the one who called you has already gone before you. What looks risky to others is safe in his hands. Chosen one, this turn demands courage, not comfort. This is your season to stretch, to launch, and to rise. Heaven has called your number, and the earth is waiting for your bold response. Move with confidence. Walk with passion. You are not just going, you are being sent. Chapter 7. You are not next, you are now. Chosen one, it's time to stop waiting, as if your moment is still ahead. This is not a maybe or soon. This is now. Heaven has already shifted in your favor. The call has been made, the doors have been unlocked, and all that remains is for you to step boldly into what God has prepared for you. For too long, you may have felt overlooked, forgotten, or delayed, but that silence was not denial. It was divine positioning. You weren't sidelined. You were being built for something greater. Now, the season of preparation has reached its fullness, and God declares over your life, you are now. This is the moment your faith was shaping you for. You're no longer standing on the sidelines watching others rise. You are the one in the spotlight. You are the one anointed with oil, assigned with purpose, and carrying a message that the world desperately needs. Though the world may still see you as hidden, the spiritual realm knows your name, and it has been called out loud. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back from what God has already ordained. This step may feel uncomfortable or uncertain, but it is sacred and powerful. You were never meant to be comfortable. You were designed to be effective. Every trial, every tear, every test prepared you for this divine moment. You're not being launched for applause, but for assignment. Not for recognition, but responsibility. Your gifts are too precious to remain hidden any longer, and your voice is too powerful to stay silent. Let the doubters whisper. Let the naysayers question. None of that changes God's plan. The shift has already happened. The blessings are on their way, and the path is cleared before you. You are not late. You did not miss your chance. You are exactly where God's timing says you should be. What felt like waiting was actually deep preparation. Roots growing strong, foundations being laid, quiet refining happening behind the scenes. Now, the fruit of that process will rise, unshakable, unstoppable, undeniable. So step forward with boldness, speak with confidence, and receive the blessings already prepared for you. The door heaven opened is wide. This is your time. You are not next, you are now. Walk in divine timing, move with authority, and know that heaven backs every step you take. The world is about to see what God always knew. You are chosen, you are ready, and nothing can stop you.